Alright, oftentimes I get lost in abject trivialities. Um, Here in this video, I'm going to show you one of the trivialities I have come across, and I somehow find a sideways to mitigate that trouble. The trouble is when you get attached to some software, when it's become a core part of your day-to-day life. In this case, i3 window manager is a window maker, and I've been sticking with it for quite a long time, precisely 7-8 years, solely and exclusively. But somehow it grows, and there are so many keybinds, and I have inducted, and oftentimes I get forgot what is keybind required to invoke a particular application or something like that. So that is the trouble. So there is no built-in mechanism in i3 window manager. So I have to curate one, which probably very ugly, but it doesn't work for me, at least for the moment. I'm taking advantage of a menu system called dmenu, which is already installed there. It could be done with the FZF also. But the bottom idea to extract out the keybinds from the i3 window manager configuration file and enlist you when I need to know what is the keybind is required to perform a particular action, because there are so many I keep forgetting them. Okay, so I have a keybind that is mod F7 will bring a dmenu prompt like this. It enlists all the keybinds from my i3 window manager config file to enlist me. Although it is not perfect, but it is giving me enough insight so I can recollect what keybind is required for what application has to be invoked or performed. Okay, so if I forget, as I mentioned, I quite often forget some non regularly used keys. So this is one of the trivial way to get back my memory of a particular function or a particular thing which is attached with some keys. So I took advantage of this enlisting is taking advantage of dmenu. It could have been done with FZF, but the bottom line is that I have said once to extract out the keybind from the i3 window manager config file. So how do I do that? So if I go to my and i3, so i3 keybind help, this is a 2-line script. It's as simple as it gets. The top line I have commented out because this is the actual stuff, and it could have been added with the another bind command. So this too has to be filtered out from the i3 config file, and then take out some spaces of it and just directing it to some file, then read it from there and push it to dmenu. This is as simple as that. Notify send line was there, but I decided to turn it off because the dmenu listing is good enough. So, and the thing is that this is the basic idea to extract out the I can show you what is the latest thing I did. Great bind sim. You can see the last highlighted line. I've tried a couple of options. The highlighted line, you see, this is the latest one, which is providing, which I directed it to a particular file, then I enlist it to a dmenu. So I simply use the bind sim and bin code. These two are the variable. which specify the key bind in IC window manager, and bin code is to press mod with the key value. So every key on the keyboard has a digital value. Okay, so that has to be tapped like this. If I run out of keybind, so I have to tap some key value. So I've extracted it out, then I take specific field out of it via awk or geawk specifically. Then I filter out the commented line, which might have some configuration. Probably I kept it there for some other reason, and then just take out the release word from the that release word. Look at the rightmost side in a highlighted uh, stuff that is said, which is nullifying the hyphen release, which comes along with the bin code. Bin code is required to have an argument hyphen release to release the key press. Okay, then I pipe it out to a file. This is the way I gather and accumulated the key binds from my icconfig file and put it to a file. The file is here. So this is how it looks like, plain text file, which has got all the key binds from my icconfig file. Okay, and this one is simply, as you saw, this one is simply piped to a daemon. As simple as that. So this is a rough and dirty way of getting something for help, because all these keys, it's not possible to remember, because there are other applications, they have their own keys. It's very difficult to remember, so you have to have some sort of assistance which will remind you what is required. I have similar kind of assistance for Vim, for Emacs, for other application I use, and it helps me. So IoT Window Manager is a part and parcel of my work life, personal life for last 8 years. So I have to find a way to get over the obstacle. If you have any other better method to get things done, do let me know in the comment section, so I might have give it a thought. Okay, so I thought it will be useful for some people. Thanks for watching.